In the journey of life, there are moments when we find ourselves so immersed in an activity that the world around us seems to disappear. It's as if we dive into a state of total absorption, where each action flows naturally, without effort or resistance. This state of fluidity is known as the flow state. We can say that the flow state is more than just a momentary experience. It's a key to higher human potential, a bridge to excellence and personal fulfillment. Imagine yourself completely engaged in a task, so focused that time seems to disappear. Every movement, every thought is perfectly aligned with the goal at hand. That's the flow state in action. It's a state of heightened consciousness where we feel and perform at our best. But what exactly is this state of flow? How can we access it in our own lives? The more we explore the mysteries of the flow state, the more we discover that it goes beyond just being focused. It's a fusion between mind and activity, a perfect harmony between challenge and skill. In this state, we lose track of time, diving deeply into the present experience. Every moment is lived fully, without worries. It's as if we become one with the activity, flowing with it naturally and effortlessly. Now, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced this state of flow in your own life? What activities or moments made you to feel completely absorbed, where each action seemed to flow perfectly and effortlessly? These are questions that invite us to explore deeper within ourselves, to discover the true potential that exists within each of us. So today, let's dive together into this journey of self-discovery and exploration of the flow state, unraveling its mysteries and unlocking its transformative power. Now that we've basically understood what the flow state is, let's delve deeper into its mysteries and understand how it manifests in our lives. Imagine yourself completely absorbed in a creative activity like writing, painting, or playing a musical instrument. You're so involved in the process that time seems to disappear. Hours can pass like minutes because you're fully immersed in the task, anchored in the present moment. That's the magic of the flow state in action. The key to accessing the state of flow is finding the balance between challenge and skill. When we engage in an activity that is challenging enough to keep us engaged, but not so difficult that it causes us anxiety, we can enter the flow state more easily. Furthermore, the practice of conscious presence is fundamental to entering and remaining in a state of flow. When we cultivate the ability to be fully present in the present moment, we can connect more deeply with our activities and access our full potential. Unraveling the mysteries of the flow state is a journey of constant self-knowledge and self-development. There are three main characteristics of the flow state: intense concentration, losing track of time, and total immersion in the activity. And with a deeper understanding of the characteristics of the flow state, we can glimpse the true essence of this state of heightened consciousness. Intense concentration is one of the hallmarks of flow, where our attention is totally directed towards the activity we're carrying out. In this state, distractions seem to disappear, and we are completely immersed in the present, absorbed in the task in hand. Losing track of time is another fascinating characteristic of the flow state. When we are in the flow, time seems to distort itself, expanding or contracting according to our subjective experience. Hours can pass like minutes, or minutes can seem to stretch out for eternity. This feeling of being beyond time allows us to dive even deeper into the activity, without worries about the past or the future. Total immersion in the activity is crucial for the flow state. When we are in flow, we are not just performing a task, but we become one with it. Our actions flow naturally and effortlessly, and we feel completely connected to what we are doing. It's as if we merge with the activity, and it guides us in a fluid and harmonious movement. Now that we understand more about the flow state and its characteristics, let's explore how we can cultivate the ideal conditions to enter this state of flow. To create and sustain the flow state, It is essential to find the balance between challenge and skill, just as I mentioned earlier. The challenge must be high enough to keep us engaged and stimulated, but not so high as to overwhelm us. Similarly, our skills must be aligned with the challenge presented so that we can face it confidently and effectively. When challenge and skill are in balance, we can enter into the flow more easily and stay in it for longer. In addition, having clear goals is fundamental to creating an environment conducive to flow state. When we know exactly what we want to achieve and have a clear plan to get there, our mind can concentrate entirely on the task in hand without getting lost in indecision or doubt. Well-defined goals act as a guide for our energy and attention, helping us to maintain focus and direction. Immediate feedback also plays a crucial role in sustaining the flow state. By receiving feedback on our performance quickly and accurately, we can adjust and adapt our approach as necessary, keeping us on track to achieve our goals. This cycle of continuous feedback keeps us engaged and motivated, feeding our quest for excellence and personal growth. But perhaps you're wondering, okay, I get that, but how do I apply the flow state in various areas of my life? So, let's explore some practical suggestions for cultivating a flow state in various areas of life. At work, we can create a quiet, distraction-free workspace, set clear and challenging goals for ourselves, and look for opportunities to develop and improve our skills. We can also establish time and stress management practices to help us maintain balance and mental clarity. In our personal lives, we can look for activities that challenge and inspire us, such as creative hobbies, sports, or volunteer projects. We can also cultivate meaningful relationships and social support that help us grow and develop as individuals. Guys, don't underestimate the power of the flow state. It's extremely powerful. I say this from my own experience. Cultivating the ideal conditions for the flow state requires conscious and continuous effort. But when we understand how it works and practice regularly, we can truly create an environment conducive to flow in all areas of our lives, allowing us to reach our full potential and find fulfillment and meaning in everything we do. And when I say everything, I mean absolutely everything. It's important to cultivate a flow mindset because this state of heightened consciousness is not something that happens by chance, but rather the result of an intentional and conscious approach to our daily activities. Developing a flow mindset requires a fundamental shift in how we approach our tasks and challenges. Instead of worrying about results or letting ourselves be consumed by thoughts about the past or the future, we must focus fully on the present moment and the task at hand. This means cultivating an attitude of acceptance and surrender, where we fully surrender to the experience without resistance or judgment. An effective way to develop this mindset is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us cultivate awareness of the present moment, allowing us to recognize and release thoughts and distractions that may arise during our activities. By practicing mindfulness regularly, we can train our minds to remain focused and alert, even in the face of distractions and challenges that may arise. Another practical suggestion is to incorporate routines and rituals that help us enter the flow state more easily. This can include practices such as creative visualization, meditation, or even physical exercise, which help us clear the mind and connect with our creativity and intuition. As we seek to cultivate the flow state in our lives, it's inevitable that we'll encounter obstacles that can hinder our entry into this state. So, let's explore some of these common obstacles and discuss strategies for overcoming them. One of the main obstacles we face is distraction. We live in a world full of constant stimuli and distractions, which can make it difficult for us to concentrate and focus. To overcome this distraction, it's important to create an environment conducive to flow, minimizing external distractions, and establishing mindfulness practices that help us maintain focus on the task at hand. Another common obstacle is excessive self-criticism. We are often our own worst critics, and the inner voice of self-criticism can prevent us from entering the flow state. To overcome this self-criticism, it's important to cultivate an attitude of compassion and acceptance towards ourselves. Instead of criticizing ourselves for our failures or imperfections, we can learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understand that mistakes are part of the learning and growth process, as I say in several videos here on the channel. So, be more loving with yourself. Understand that a lot of things are part of your journey, and that, in the end, it will all have stimulated your growth and strengthening. A lack of clarity of objectives can also be a significant obstacle to accessing the flow state. When we don't know exactly what we want to achieve or how to get there, it's easy to feel lost or demotivated. If you don't know where you're going, any path will do. Have you ever heard this expression? That's exactly what a lack of clarity does. To overcome this lack of clarity, it's important to take time to reflect on your goals and priorities, setting clear and measurable goals that help you direct your energy and attention effectively. In addition to identifying these obstacles, it's essential to develop strategies to overcome them and cultivate a mindset that favors flow. This can include mindfulness practices to increase your ability to concentrate, self-affirmation techniques to combat self-criticism, and goal-setting exercises to ensure that you are working towards your objectives. By overcoming these obstacles and cultivating a mindset that favors flow, we can significantly increase our ability to enter this state of high performance and fulfillment. It's important to remember that the path to flow may not be easy, but with practice, perseverance, and a positive attitude, we can overcome any obstacle that arises in our path and achieve our full potential. When we enter the flow state, we not only experience a significant increase in our performance and productivity, but we also open the doors to creativity and innovation. So, it's important for us to understand the intersection between the flow state and the ability to create and innovate. The relationship between the flow state and creativity is deep and complex. When we are in flow, our minds are fully immersed in the activity at hand, allowing us to access a state of expanded consciousness where new ideas and insights can naturally emerge. Intense concentration and losing track of time frees us from the limitations of the conscious mind, opening up space for creativity to flourish. One of the most fascinating aspects of the flow state is its ability to inspire innovative ideas and creative solutions to complex problems. When we are in flow, we are able to see things from new perspectives and think outside the box, which allows us to find unique solutions to seemingly unsolvable challenges. The flow state not only helps us reach our full potential in terms of performance and personal fulfillment, but also enables us to reach new heights of creativity and innovation. So remember, cultivating the flow state in our lives and in our daily activities also means opening the doors to a world of unlimited possibilities, where creativity is free to flourish and innovation is always welcome. The flow state is an experience that goes far beyond the present moment. When we are immersed in flow, we not only feel fully engaged and absorbed by the activity at hand, but also experience a profound sense of fulfillment and inner satisfaction. This state of heightened consciousness allows us to transcend ego concerns and connect with something greater than ourselves, leading to greater self-esteem and self-confidence. This feeling of accomplishment strengthens us and motivates us to keep looking for the best in ourselves, feeding a virtuous cycle of personal growth and continuous development. A powerful example of what we can experience with the flow state is finding our true passion and life purpose through this transformative experience. When we discover our unique passions and talents, we are able to channel our energy and creativity into activities that fulfill and inspire us deeply, leading us to live more authentic and meaningful lives. So remember, the flow state has the power to transform not only our performance, but also our lives as a whole. By allowing ourselves to enter the flow and fully embrace this experience, we embrace a world of unlimited possibilities, where self-esteem, personal fulfillment, and personal growth are within our reach. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.